again. This time writing solo. Don't have enough time to do Silent Hill just because I have something to do later on today. So, decided to do this instead. Just because another friend had told me to check this game out. I haven't played this game before, so we'll see how this all end up. Also, did I put the wrong thumbnail? My life? Did I not switch the thumbnail? Oops. God, of course. Here, give me a second. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I can never do anything right. It's always something. I forgot to fix the thumbnail. Why is it always me? Why don't I pay attention? I was looking at everything twice and I didn't even notice. There it is. Ah, I fixed it. I was looking at everything twice. Oh, audio popped out. Right. That should fix it. Hopefully. I don't bait anybody. That was on me. That was my B. Okay. That's done, that's done. Everything looks nice. I think I hear sound. Sound is a thing. Other words might find in dark spaces have hard to see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there's only fresh perspective and new beginnings. This is a love story. I don't know about it being a love story. Back it up a bit. And let's go on in. I kind of know somewhat of this game, though I don't think I've ever seen too much.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Does it really have to be, though? Oh God. Choices. Oh God, there's a lot of choices. Oh God. The end of the world. Have you considered that only be a reason because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Someone else do it? Forget I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward out of this? You know what? Do I get some sort of reward out of this? I mean, I'm just saying.
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ow. There's always a catch. Fine. Can't someone else do it? Forget I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay? You tell me what my prize is for going for the job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Man, our rewards is even better? Oh, you know what? Okay. Maybe. You'd be talking me into it. A pretty good reward. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Instead of maybe killing a princess. I mean, if you're paying me. I mean, a job's a job, right? I'm just saying.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Alright.
A warning before you go any further.
Well, what you got on?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, if a person's gonna die, right? I assume you try everything to prevent you from dying.
We're not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, money is money, and you did ask for a good reward.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
There's just a random, hero's voice out there. Oh. Well, there's only one option. The only option is to keep going forward.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh, they left it just for me? Oh, it's very kind of them.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What do you mean? I could do it. Well, I mean, I gotta take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, I could hit him. Trying to karate chop her to death. The basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Well, I don't think she's probably staying here. Maybe probably kept here. You know, like prisoner.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
You know, the mailman,
She
the
sounds
milkman,
dangerous.
the pizza man.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
The man that is not him.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on ya. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Or, you know what? No, I don't want to talk to her. No, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I got a job. I'm being paid for the job.
You
My
walk
job's just
down
to
the
kill.
stairs and lock eyes
I don't need a
with the
princess to yap at me.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yo, Hero, calm down. I know you have a mighty need. You just gotta calm down. Calm down.
Focus on
We're
the
here for a
task
job.
at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. You think of that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Well, hey man, when you're paid for a stone cold job, you just gotta do it.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Alright, calm down, lady. Oh? Oh, this is just a blade.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Well, I do like my kills nice and personal, like.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I don't know. You could just be like a prisoner of war. I mean, what can a princess really do to me,
She's
right?
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Mr. Narrator? What is this? What if it isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? Like, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. No, you're here for a stone cold job. Steal your nerves. And you gotta go in and do it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Ah, no, there's a 10-step plan, isn't there?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
You gaslighting me, narrator?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Alright, Hero, calm down. Of course it is. She's dead, right? I'm not sure. I feel like there's some kind of trick up her sleeve. You know what? I don't know. was too easy, I think. Nothing when it comes to like slaying somebody is ever too easy. There's always something.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Alright, calm down,
I
Hero.
really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I don't know. Y'all have to make sure. Okay, we take the blade out. Check the blade out? If we take the blade out. Yeah, I mean, it's our blade, right?
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
You rat!
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Ah, you were hiding it. You were hiding your last dying breath.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be
See
hiding
you
everything?
around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
Well, I mean, is it good enough? I didn't get my reward and
Whatever
now
that's
I'm
worth.
gonna die.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
And now
is
we're
a
back
cabin.
here.
And you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You know, I haven't died and come back. I'm getting a zero sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Are you sure about that? I don't
If he
know.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Alright. Am I different, guys? Well, which one of you is which one's talking to me? The hero? The chi?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
It's true. He's right.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
There's more than deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing really
It
happened.
hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
I think you're a rat. Okay, let's assume you're telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why would I listen to you? Why would I bother
Those
doing
are two
anything?
very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay, alright.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which
Yeah,
probably
right.
only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Now hear me out. I listened to
We
everything.
mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she
Yeah, you know what?
sprung
Mr. Hero's
back
telling
to
the truth.
life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
No, you're a rat.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
You know what? I don't feel like it.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Consequences?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean, they died, I died. World is fine.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Bunch of timey-wimey
Had you
ass.
failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I mean, we stabbed them.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of
You
here.
know what? The cheater's right.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Yeah, but like, right? I get to live?
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
I mean, I don't know. Could it be fine?
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
I don't know, narrator. I think I'm just gonna go. You know what? Maybe $20 isn't enough.
And away we go.
You know, cheat. I like
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
it. Yeah, you know what?
Do you
Screw
even
this
know
noise.
where you're going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back. Persist, I'll go to the cabin. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Yeah, definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is that where I'm not going. The cabin. Actually, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. Quietly continue down the path. You know what? I don't need to talk to your narrator.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path
You're a rat
also
narrator.
leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
You shifted the world, didn't you? You know what? No, I ain't playing by your game, narrator. I'm just gonna go.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
I sure am.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I mean, right? Do I? Like, everybody dying. If I die, then we come back to here again.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
You don't control my life, narrator. You don't control my. I do what I
Something
want.
isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Oh, I don't hear the narrator anymore. Oh,
What's going on? Where are we?
I don't know, hero. Oh,
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
that rat. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Ugh. Ah, they got both fingies on there. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. It's not. And now, I'm here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you
alright.
don't,
You can skip over previously seen dialogue by hitting tab. Oh, cool. Well, now I'm back here again. Eternally sweet, okay. Explore. Okay, what we got? Another world we're talking about? You know what? What about
I'm
the other
talking
world?
about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
I mean, is that
You
really a
have to
problem?
put an end to her.
But how can a princess...
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, fine. I'll get in there, get the job done. But, right, hear me out. If she can end her world, what evidence do you have to back it up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, did I reach this far? I kind of felt like I had a whole ass nightmare just happened to me. In the world because she's locked up? You know, it's a fair point, right? And you consider that it's only a reason because she's locked up?
While I
If she's angry.
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay. But,
And before
maybe.
you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay, narrator. Alright. What you got? Up? Save. I died by accident.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
But is it really a reason? If that really is a reason, dang it, Gordon.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
So you're telling me, right, it doesn't matter. She's already going to do it. And if I don't do it, it's gonna happen regardless.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright, fine, narrator. Fine. Okay. But can someone else do it?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I
Fine.
have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Fine. Well, we'll just go on through, and then... Oh. Look, I go in the cabin, I'll talk to her if she is bad. If she's... Maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing anything until I have a chance to meet her face to face. Sweet, I always wanted to off a monarch Viva la Revolucion. Man, that would be funny, right? Well, I went into the whole pragmatic situation. Might as well follow through, right? I have a talk
I
to
guess
talk
we'll
about.
just have to see what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Why can't it be like that,
So
narrator?
sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Alright. So that's just the same thing again. So we'll just keep going. We'll proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale.
Well, if I'm gonna talk to her, right? If I have a blade in my hand, that'll probably make it awkward. I'll just, you know what? We'll just enter the cabin. We'll just enter the cabin. We're gonna talk to the princess, and we'll see what's going on.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Did this
If
place
the
get
princess
worse?
really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I feel like everything just
Her
got worse.
voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember
Alright,
it
hero.
for the rest of your life.
Alright, calm down. I know you're down bad still. Yeah, calm down.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Ooh, hi, just checking in. I'm here to save you. You know what? I'm just not gonna talk. Same thing, I'm just gonna come down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
No. Now hear me out. We're just gonna calm down and we're just gonna talk.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Alright, calm down here. I know you're still down bad.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Alright, but first, we gotta talk. We'll talk a bit first.
Okay.
What was her name?
Oh,
Yeah, what's the name, huh?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Do you not have a
you
name?
can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
It could be a name. Some people are. So, Princess, your name? Yeah?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
You just
I must have a
forget your
name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
That is weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Okay. So, right? The name part, pretty weird. If I'm the first person to see, how you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I don't know, it matters. How long you been stuck here?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Oh no, it's very relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah, people have to eat. Like, I'm not the hero of this one. It's getting weird.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
And what was the reason?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation.
I'd imagine
Right?
like had a hearing or something. Unless if you told me you'd been like taken by bandits, maybe I would have understood. But I mean,
You have all the
Chained away.
explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
she didn't come up with anything. It's a problem. Keep her locked away. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs. Retrieve without saying another word. Can't believe they're keeping you down here like this. Okay, I'm gonna get you out. No, there's some sus things going on. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Okay, here, calm down. I know you're still down bad.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever
Calling me sus?
answer she thinks you want to hear.
I ain't sus.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
No, it's super matters.
It's not like you'd believe me.
I sure don't, but I would like to know an explanation. I was sent here to slay you. Your parents supposed to end the world. But I want to see for myself.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay, but why do you like the world?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
And now we're going back to the part where you haven't eaten anything.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, but I'm sure there's reasons. No, that's why I don't think they're actually dangerous. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger.
That's fair.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
You kind of like danced around a lot of things I've said. I don't know
Whoever
about
sent you to
trust.
slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
I don't trust either of you.
So this shouldn't
Hero,
be about
you're still
what
too
I'd
damn bad.
do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking
Alright,
about.
calm down, princess.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
You haven't even told me why you like the world.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Alright, now hear me out. You still haven't told me anything about yourself. How
Don't
is
let
there
her turn the
trust?
tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Where did the subjugating monarch come from? Wait, what? There's more information to that. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. Okay. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit, and get to know each other. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. I can't believe I've been keeping you down here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. No. It's too risky.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
You sure about
Leaving
that?
her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Yeah, you know, explain the voice I hear in my head. You're right.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Hero, you're too down bad. You gotta calm down.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Alright, calm down with the attitude.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
She's acting kinda weird. I'll go back and grab the braid.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
I told you to calm down. I'll be
Fine.
back.
Turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
No, calm down. I'm not leaving you
Slip
behind.
these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
You know what, narrator? Okay, maybe you're right on this one.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
See, now you're thinking right, Hero. You know, now we're all on board. We could do this together
You
as a
slowly
team.
creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the
Oh.
princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I think I made a mistake. I think we got off the wrong foot. Do you think we start over? She lost an arm. I'm walking her down there and letting her bleed out. Let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Man, she chopped up her own arm to get out of those chains, huh?
Where is she?
Okay, let's close the door behind us, because we don't want to run away.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Because we tried to make sure that she doesn't get out. Alright. I feel like if I investigate the arm, something bad's gonna happen. Let's just get this over
I can
with.
wait. I'm very patient.
Then we'll wait.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Alright, calm down. We've been at this for a while. We'll keep on
You
waiting.
wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
Oh
You
no.
barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
She got me.
I'm sorry.
And she got me
It's
dead.
over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That rat. The beast.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Messed up. Looks like things are all.
You're here to
Think
slay
up.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the
I
world.
don't remember these other things around. Like even the music's all messed up. But I
I
died.
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Wait, come down there.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Oh, the hunted.
You're not
I have
trapped
another
here.
voice in my head.
Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Tell me I thought two more voices in my head.
Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or
Right,
at least
the version of me.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay, fine. I didn't listen to you that
We
time.
did our best with the information we were given,
Somewhat.
and yet you still died, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, great, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
All right.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you
Well,
mean?
okay, it did.
Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
It seems like everything got a little
Do you
bit
think
worse.
the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well-
All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Oh, this is the voice in my head that's scared of everything. Oh no.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility.
Okay, you're fine. Coward me, we have to do something. We can't not do anything. It's gonna happen to us anyways. Well, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, the new one?
She will lie,
Okay.
she will cheat,
Same thing.
and she will do everything in
or
her power
different.
to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She didn't really lie. She didn't really do a good job
Does a
of lying.
cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or Or is it just acting out its nature?
Okay, coward me, calm down.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
You know what? He's right. She could get out anytime soon. She did cut up her own arm.
It's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Well, alright, coward me. We just gotta keep going.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind
new.
rushing in through cracks and
mirror.
holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, I mean,
The blade is your implement.
you didn't even talk
You'll
about
need
the
it
mirror.
if you want to do this right.
A little different this time. Why didn't you say anything about the mirror in the wall?
That's because there isn't a mirror.
You sure?
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Are you crazy?
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, right?
There isn't.
No, there
What a
is.
strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
You know, crazy me. You're right. Yeah, why would you lie about that?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Calm down. Maybe preening is a little good. It is different than last time.
Very
though.
different.
It's all messed up.
I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life
Now,
nonsense.
calm down.
You
Calm
haven't
down,
died,
narrator.
and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Keep
So
your stats on the
focus
down
up.
low.
A lot's riding on this.
Let's see what the mirror does.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Is that a claw hand?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
Wait a minute. What's wrong with my hand? Wait a minute. Wait, did I have a claw hand? Something ain't right. I take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
The whole underground's different. Like it's being morphed into a cave.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
What the
She
heck?
growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I don't know why I thought it was that stupid meme. The gassy Mexican meme.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You
Alright, coward
carefully
me,
make
calm
your
down.
way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Everything's changed. Are we animal people?
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess
she
before she scurries
already
away into
broke
the
out?
underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I don't know.
She is certainly not just a princess.
There's something
You're
else.
not helping.
You know, hero, this time I understand you're not down bad.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Alright, coward me, you're right.
Shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
Oh, she's on the left. I didn't even see her on the left.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Oh,
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
you know what, coward me? You're right. Don't you hear the clicking? She chains again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I could see right through you. Why don't we have to kill each other, you know? You know what, coward me? You're right.
You lunge aside, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
God.
In an instant, she's pounced
Oh.
on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
That's a really long ass chain.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Oh, God.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
Okay. Alright. Alright, lion.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Hey, coward me, you got any more ideas? What do you want? We don't have to kill each other. What have I helped you? What have we left together? Stop hiding and show yourself. I've been sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. And I'm starting to believe it's true.
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
Calm down. What do you want? What do you have to kill each other? And explore, stop hiding and show yourself. You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
You're right,
It
coward me.
doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Oh. Exactly how we're supposed to take back the momentum here.
We have the blade. I
Right.
assume all she has are nails and teeth. Let's use our advantage.
Alright, hero me.
Steelclaw is small and she is large. It's dangerous to fight back. It should only be a last resort.
Ah. Ooh. Man, what is... Alright, coward me. We'll survive.
Springs into the jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Alright, now we're back here. I don't think I keep this up. What do you want? Do. Stop hiding and show yourself.
You have to.
Okay,
We at least
coward.
have to make
You're
an
right.
opening.
Okay, well, we don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? No. Can't run for the stairs. That will get me killed.
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
What is your end
Don't
game?
ask her what she wants. Just slay her.
I'm working on it,
Is that all
narrator.
the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
I think she's more than a
She's
princess.
Clearly not. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Let's stay alive. And run again.
Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side.
Ooh.
It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Eek, okay. We can't make our escape.
Why does
though.
anything kill anything else? She needs to.
Does she
I
though?
didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
Yeah, I know I can't keep
What
running.
she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Playing dead will get me killed. Standing still will get me killed. We'll wait for the strike.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain and we are bleeding. Exactly. If we don't do something now, we're finished.
We're gonna have to listen to the hero this time around.
As the princess lunges at you from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip, lashing out with the blade. But your injured side stretches and tears as you move, and you find yourself slowed by the sudden pain. The princess, Moore's unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger, closes in on you. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
It isn't it?
You are
Oh.
in a dark and caustic place.
I'm in.
A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch.
Oh, I'm
then
being
sting,
digested.
Then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
Oh, calm down.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Okay, alright.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She
Right.
stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with
She's
her.
using me to get out.
Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
Right,
I
right.
learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
I'm thinking,
You still have
Eric.
that
Calm
steel
down.
claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or
Alright,
we
coward me.
could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
You know what? Can you talk to the cabin? Have you asked me to swallow me alive, spit me out, or kill myself? I could dig with the steel claw. Ah, if I go for the thank you for the cool avatar, Joker. Man, did I take myself out or did I take her out? Can I pierce her? You know what? Yellow. You know what? Screw her.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Whoa.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
Oh, she's gonna get
The
out.
cage is still locked.
Let me see what else we got. You can ask him before you swallow me, spit me out. Give me, don't you, just because you want freedom. Oh, I keep digging through. Yeah. I'll just keep digging through.
You slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat with the tip of your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart. The pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
It's still hitting me
You can't
through.
hold me forever.
And if I keep wasting time talking to her, we probably can't do anything. We had to slay her. Right? I assume if I keep talking to her, we had to slay the princess.
So your body is dissolving, eroding into unrecognizable shapes. Your will drives it forward. You have a target, and you will strike it.
We're too late, aren't we? This isn't survival. This is spite.
Yeah, coward me. You're right.
No, it's something better. It's fulfilling a noble destiny. Your lone, functioning arm lashes out, stabbing up towards the princess's heart.
So you found a way to kill me. Then we'll die together. And I will see you again soon.
With those prophetic words, you do not draw another breath, your body tangled and melting in the cooling folds of the princess's flesh. Everything goes dark, and you die. But at least you've saved the world.
Alright,
No.
calm down, narrator. You had to take me with you. Well, and now I'm back here. Oh.
We are a path in the woods.
Oh, it's changed.
We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Okay. That's not what I expected was
His
gonna happen next.
gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the sub.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
Is the princess the other voice in my head? Okay.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Like 3?
I think this is our third?
Yeah, you're right, hero.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
I mean, everything's kind of stringy, in all honesty.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
I mean, I killed her. What do you want me to do?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you talk. What happened? What did you do?
We
She
killed her.
hear us if we talk.
You know what, coward me? You're right.
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Transfer me to somewhere else in the woods?
Oh. I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
Alright, coward me, calm down.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart, and we can be so much more still. Vast, unfathomable.
You're not mad at us for stabbing you in the heart, are you?
Oh, hey, that's a new me.
No. Are you mad at me for swallowing you whole?
I mean,
Nah, not really. It all seems so petty right now.
it kind of was, to be honest. I mean, you were eating me, and I stabbed you. Kind of died together.
She
Oh.
ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
What's not convinced? I mean, she's literally the other, part of the brain.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and
No worries,
we aren't
Joker.
stuck together.
Thank you for coming by.
We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel
Hey,
it?
German. What's up? This thing is watching. What is he? What should anyone do right now? Why are you being so nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me? I feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? This is how we're supposed to be, but what do we do now? What we read right now is abomination. I don't like this. It's supposed to be me, and you're supposed to be something that isn't me. Huh. Why are you being so nice to me? You feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
Are you, narrator?
That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
That's true.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
Then how do we do that?
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
What is
She's
this
the
together?
only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Yeah, how do we stop him? Okay, let's see if we want to stop her. What do we do? I feel like I can't do much of anything right now. That's pretty base. We're one and the same now, so I don't know how you can stop anything. Why are you being nice to me? I can feel the pressure from the outside pushing on us.
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have
I
been around to
understand.
witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
I mean, I died, she died. Remember how we felt?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Alright, princess, calm down.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Alright, princess, I don't know.
I feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Alright, princess, calm down,
I
calm
think
down.
we should hear out whatever it is that's trying to be heard. I like to take all options into account before making any big decisions, and what's the harm in just listening?
You know how opportunist me? Speaking facts. I mean, might as well see it, right?
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten.
You sure didn't, Coward
I'd
Me.
forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care. She didn't care at all.
She sure
All
did.
of that digging with the knife, and we didn't even get to win. That was hard work. I wanted to win. And what's the point of being part of a larger whole if we're not the one in charge of that whole?
It's true.
As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
I was a person.
No, I devoured you. I won. I put things back the way they were supposed to be.
Are you screwing me, princess? You took me in ya?
Some divisions, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole.
Oh.
And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be.
Oh. Was the world already consumed by her?
At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel
Well-
empty, don't you?
No, not really.
I feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her.
Alright, Coward Me, calm down.
Both leave.
I know you want to live, but she did take over our body. And I kind of
Well,
have
it
that
should
against
be
her.
easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
I like the way you think. I think you're right.
Do we have to do this?
Hear me? I know you're still
have
down
to.
bad.
You know you have to.
I never wanted to kill you, not really, but they can't be the same for each other. I had to put an end to whatever happened. We had to slay the princess. That's what we're here for.
You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
I'm sorry.
Oh? Oh? Okay. Wait, sorry. Sorry for what? But you never see her die. Something has taken her away. It's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh. The narrator's
It
gone.
is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
You're right.
We're top of the packing order now. Right, boys?
The opportunity, I know you like to be on top, but there's something else going on here. I don't know where she went, and I don't know where to even go out looking
Does this
for her.
mean we won? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Let's just stay still.
I don't know, Coward Me. Maybe
There's
supposed to look at the
something
mirror.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I don't know.
Thing reeks of death. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
But the only option is the
I'm
seeing
begging
me
you,
option.
don't do this.
Alright, Hero. We have to see what's going on.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
What do you mean by final? You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Sounds as you reach forward. They're gone, but their mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. And it's you. Now is the monster. You're all alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. We approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought it was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
This is the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I mean, that's fair. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
That's fair.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let's see. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? You would trap me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay, but you're just like a bunch of arms, though. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. But were you always a princess, or are you making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
It kinda does. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Right. What is this fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is like a shadow of me.
Right.
Twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
I mean, you already kind of killed her. And what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
I don't
Bring
know.
me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Wait. Am I feeding you the other voices in my head? Right? Aren't you scared we'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? Pieces of you need to find. Oh, I don't let you do this to me? If I went to slay the princess. How many more pieces do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I
Give
am
me these
infinite.
fortune cookie answers.
The rest will find their own way home.
That sounds about right. Alright. Aren't you scared if I find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Yeah, that's fair. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Ah, alright, that's fair. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, so find more perspectives, find more versions of her, and just keep feeding this version? I will send Slaceman to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, isn't that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
I mean, that still
To
seems like you're gonna destroy the world in a different sense. You're really semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
That's a lot of words you're spinning at me. I mean, I guess. I don't know what else to do. I mean, if we wait here, nothing happens. Do I go back? Do I go back? Alright. We'll go back.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Do I?
You won't.
Yeah.
You're on a path
Ah,
in the
I'm back.
woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to...
Yep, we're here to slay her. And now, we're back here. Back to the beginning. Back to it, Samurai Jack. Alright. I think that's a good stopping point for right now. I have to go do other things, unfortunately. But, it was a pretty fun experience. I'll come back to this next time. Unfortunately, because I did revert it all back, I have to collect everything all over again. At least I know what not to do for at least that part of the ending? Maybe? Nah. We'll see how that turns out. Well, thank you for joining me, and then, that's it. Job's done. Whoop. Oh, wait a minute. I messed up. Oh.